going to let him play. Haliburton steps back.
With a Haliburton.
Hello everybody, welcome to Little Rusty Buckets. Can anyone tell me what the hell is going on? I am questioning everything that I have ever known about this game lately, because while I know more than ever how little I know as I have come to know more about the game, this has been a wild experience. Now don't get me wrong, Cleveland did everything they could to lose this game. They had an uphill battle with Evan Mobley not being there, Darius Garland also not being there. That is indeed true. However, they had this game in the bag. They had the game sold. This was worse, I think, than how the Thunder sold their first game, because you had back-to-back turnovers, an offensive foul from Donovan Mitchell, where Siakam, I think, scored a layup immediately thereafter. Then on the inbound, you almost get a 5-second violation and you call timeout. Then, I don't even remember who threw the inbound, but whoever did, it was like he was playing for the Pacers. He threw the ball directly to Andrew Nembhard. I haven't seen such a bad turnover in a long time. And then Tyrese Haliburton hits the step back three to take the lead. How is that for overrated? I remember probably the coolest moment of this game for me, something I'll remember for a while, is when Tyrese was at the free throw line. Cleveland's crowd started chanting overrated, and Donovan Mitchell started doing this, like, stop. Don't give him motivation. Don't make him be good. And Tyrese Haliburton closed this game super strong. I think he had like 2 or 3 drives late in that fourth quarter as well. I'm going to look through the stuff real quick. Hallie hit 1 of 2 free throws, and then he hit that step back 3. So that's 4 points. Driving layup with 1 minute left, that's 6. The layup, the possession before that gets it to 8. So he has 8 points in the last minute and a half of this game. Actually, wait, 4, 5. Yeah, 8. That's correct math. I got it. Tyrese Haliburton was not very aggressive for most of this game. Wasn't very good for most of this game, but good enough, damn sure. And he did it when it mattered most. I am actually in shock from this game. I am baffled. I thought that Cleveland would win this game even without Evan Mobley. I didn't realize Evan Mobley was going to be out earlier on, because when I did my video about the games, I didn't catch that. That dramatically increased my worry meter. I was at like a 7 out of 10, actually. I think I said a 4 or a 5 in the video, but upon learning about Mobley's injury, like 7 or 8. However, I thought Cleveland got away with this one because they were up damn near 20, if not 20 at one point. Max Strus, 5 of 12 from 3, had 23 points. He was awesome. Jared Allen, 22 points. He's someone who you want to see step up offensively because he was an all-star averaging like 18 points not too long ago, so it's within his capability. And then Donovan Mitchell, 48 points, 15 of 30 shooting, 1 for 7 from 3. I don't know why he can't hit a damn 3 to save his life, but he got 17 free throws on 21 attempts. He did have 5 turnovers, but he also had 9 assists, 4 steals, and a block. I wanted to see more playmaking out of him, and while he still took 30 shots, he did at least score far more efficiently, get to the rim a lot more, get to the free throw line a ton. I think he did everything he could. Sam Merrill, 4 for 9 from 3 in 26 minutes is awesome. I was critical of him being in the starting lineup in the last game, but he was great here. Isaac Okoro had a lot of good defensive possessions, even if he didn't do much on the offensive end of the floor. And I think even Craig Porter Jr., for the 4 minutes that he stepped in, did some good stuff. He got a steal and a block and a transition layup, I'm pretty sure. Dumb step back 3, but other than that, that's cool. Javonte Green played good defense. He had the second highest plus minus on the team in 10 minutes. But you know who was bad? It's like, wow, if every one of these guys was good, how do they lose? Man, this sucks so much. Like, it's one thing for the Cavs to go down 0-2, because for me, if you're a Pacers fan, you're allowed to be happy. Congratulations. But I like this Cavs team a lot, and I especially wanted to see them go far in the playoffs, further than the second round for damn sure. But if you told me this is what happened, if I didn't know the details of it, I could live with it. But the way that they threw that game, plus the fact that they would have won it if Ty Jerome hit 1 or 2 rather of his 13 missed field goals in this game. He was horrible. His floater, non-existent. It got blocked a bunch of times. The Pacers have done a great job defending his floater. They have taken it very seriously. He has not gotten easy looks. He missed 4 3-pointers. He hit 1 in the lane. And then after that, in the paint, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 misses. 2 mid-range pull-ups that he missed. Just terrible. Ty Jerome is my favorite player on this team. Evan Mobley is a close second. I love me some Ty Jerome. I voted for him to win I voted for him. I don't have a vote, but I said that he should win 6th man of the year. I also even said that he has like actual, maybe not all-star, but at least like 18 points, 8 assists, 20 points, even like territory starting caliber possibility. But you know, sometimes when a guy is great in a cautious role, one that has a lot of limiting factors into how he gets defended, when the pressure is risen, when the defense has more of a reason to focus on you, which he's the second option scoring the ball wise on the floor, so the defense is going to give him more attention, it's going to get a lot harder. And thus far, Ty Jerome did not survive the pressures of a star player as a secondary shot creator, even in the slightest. Now, Cleveland can say to themselves, Darius Garland out, Evan Mobley out, that sucks. However, even if that's true, even if you can play great basketball the rest of the series, I think the odds that you keep this Pacers team from winning 2 more games is pretty low. Evan Mobley's timetable of return, I believe, is questionable. Darius Garland was possible for this game, but did not end up making it. So I don't know if he can be able to return for game 3. I'm willing to bet they're going to be more desperate and, you know, possibly push those guys out earlier than they should, which has a lot of risks, but it also at least means you have your talent there. Who's to say how good they will play in the context of their injuries? I'm especially worried about Darius Garland because as a shifty guard who is constantly moving his feet, having a big source of pain in your toe is a real motherfucker. I don't think they can come back. I am willing to bet, if I had to bet, I'm guessing they're going to win game 3. I think they will fight back and win game 3, but I think the Pacers will not lose both of their games at home. I think the Cavs will win at least one of the first 4, but your best case scenario, honestly, because I really doubt you can win 2 in Indiana with 2 starters either out or hobbled. 2 starters who are not just your 2 starters. This is an important point for the Cavaliers. This entire year, Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, Darius Garland, who is the best player on the Cavs was kind of interchangeable depending on the night. Like, my gut instinct says Donovan Mitchell based on the long-term precedent and actually being a playoff riser where Darius Garland has struggled in the past. But Darius Garland was a better offensive player, in my opinion, than Donovan Mitchell this year. A more important one to the functionality of this team because his playmaking sets the tone for the playmaking of the rest of the team. Evan Mobley is the defensive player of the year, and he's their 3rd most important offensive player. It's not just like they lost 2 starters. They lost the 2 most important starters after Donovan Mitchell that they possibly could have. So there is some asterisks here, absolutely. However, I think the Cavs absolutely could have won game 1 if they just played better in terms of moving the ball around. And I think they absolutely could have won game 2 if they didn't just completely throw it away at the end. So yes, if you want to be a Cavs fan and if you want to justify it and tell yourself the injuries are the reason we lost, that's not untrue. But it's also not untrue to say that those injuries did not have to be defining this series. They could have won this game, hopefully rallied and won 1 of 2 in Indiana, gone back to Cleveland with a tied series, presumably been healthy enough by that point to close out the series. But instead, you lost both games at home. I very much doubt you'll win both games away, but I don't know. I also doubted the Pacers would win both games home. Maybe the script will flip, but I'm not feeling good about them. I said at the end of the video that I really couldn't pick who was going to blow their series of the three contenders, but it's looking like the Cavs. I think it'll be the Cavs. I know that's easy to say after they lost the game, but like I said, after I learned Evan Mobley got hurt after recording, I was like, uh-oh, that's more like a 7 out of 10 on the fear scale, not a 4. This sucks. I'm sorry, Cleveland fans. I've been pulling for you. This was the team I wanted to see go all the way. I didn't think they were going to. I had OKC winning, and I thought the conference finals would be a coin flip. I didn't expect this. But wow. In a way, this stuff is all good, and if another upset happens, the thing is, like, I don't have to feel bad about being wrong, because the amount of people who will have been wrong if the Cavs and then the Celtics or Thunder lose in round 2 to a team that no one expected to beat them, then everybody was wrong. We just all got this wrong to some extent or another. Wild stuff. Is this March Madness or is this the NBA? Like, seriously. Thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate all of you who enjoy my content. I especially appreciate hearing the comments from those of you who are like, I'm doing my night shift or whatever, and this is how I catch up on games that I can't watch. I love every time that I hear that, because I try to be a resource for basketball coverage, and hopefully a useful one. But yeah, I don't know why I got so sentimental at the end. I'm just sad about the Cavs, I guess. But yeah, that's it. Goodbye.